Saturday matinee basketball time here at, NRAC, North Ridgeville Schools, the home of the Rangers, where we have got a great Southwest Conference girls basketball game on tap for you. It's the Rangers of North Ridgeville who come into this game at 9-3 on the season, taking on the Shore Gals of Avon Lake, who come into this 7-4 on the year. Two teams that have big-time aspirations this season, and they're going to face off here today. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar joining you here from the home of the Rangers. Dave Rydell over there on the camera as we welcome you in to the YouTube channel for the Chronicle Telegram, or if you're listening to us on the WEOL mobile app or the website, we welcome you in as well for this one. Jared, you get into this SWC, and the SWC basketball season is just filled with heavyweight fight after heavyweight fight. And here comes another one. We know the history of Avon Lake, the deep playoff run that they made last year, and we know what Coach Amy Esser and this year's North Ridgeville team wants to do. This should be a great basketball game.
You're right. High aspirations at 9-3 in terms of at North Ridgeville and what they're able to do out there. Avon Lake coming in off of a little bit of a road trip, and then a setback earlier this week against conference-leading Olmsted Falls, although I'm not sure. I'll have to get the numbers on that. Olmsted Falls girls basketball knocked off by Berea Mid-Park last night. But there again, Michael, you talk about the top four teams that come to mind in that conference and what a fight it is at the top in the SWC in terms of girls basketball. This is a great matchup here early January, and all those goals, I think, still intact for both of these teams.
Hey, let's get an early afternoon shout-out out to our sponsors for today's broadcast, Nick Abraham Buick GMC and Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Lorain County Community College, the Lorain Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, and Eco Tree Services. All of them are bringing this one to you courtesy of them, so shout out to all of our sponsors. Make sure you go check them out, as we will get you plenty more information on them as the broadcast goes along. You brought it up, Jared, as we get ready for tip-off here, but go over to the Avon Lake side. You brought up coming back off a road trip. They were down at Disney World as a national tournament they were a part of. They went 1-2 in that tournament. They beat a team from New York, Tappan Zee, and then they lost to two highly ranked teams, one from Georgia, one from Washington. But I mean, just taking kids on a trip like that and getting them that exposure is a pretty cool thing for this Avon Lake team.
I believe the teams that they caught up with and lost to in that tournament were either they participated or captured the state championship in their respective states and divisions last year. So Avon Lake, chief among those at the Division III level in girls basketball. They were the runners-up in Division III last year at the state tournament. So not a whole lot of ways you can improve from that if you're Paul Apple and company, but believe me, they still have their sights set on making another deep run.
Yeah, and again, two of their last three losses from teams out of state and coming back, you can almost understand taking a loss to a really good Olmsted Falls team. That's your welcome back game. That's a tough one to come back to, as again, this SWC is just a battleground.
But that's one of those things that I think when you look at it, if you're Paul Apple and company, you're thinking to yourself, early January is going to prepare us for late February in terms of where they want to be, and certainly a gauntlet like that, they probably won't see that again until tournament play and a late run, albeit at that level.
On the other side of things for North Ridgeville, 3-1 in their last four. They did lose their last game against that Berea Mid-Park team that we talked about, but they've played really well again. Getting to 9-3 on the season, of course you're playing well, but now you're getting into proving ground time for North Ridgeville as you get into this post-holiday part of the season, and you know Amy Esser is eager to see how her team stacks up against the big-time competition that they're going to face.
A lot of fun catching up with Amy Esser on the wrap-up show with you and I this morning. She was real alert and cordial about saying, hey, yeah, 9:20 is a great time. I'm already at the school. She was sort of making fun of us. So, like, you guys think you're up early? I was here way before you. I'm at the school. I'm ready to go. And then she just had glowing things to say about her program, kind of where they're at. And it's a real team effort here at Ridgeville to get to that 9-3 record. They may not have what you would call the one-star standout person, but they can throw you a few waves at you, and there's not a lot of drop-off.
That's right. Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the pregame show. Then it's going to be time for the cage matchup. Again, we've got Avon Lake. We've got North Ridgeville. We got girls basketball coming at you. Stay tuned with us, whether you're listening to us on WEOL.com or the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
There you have it. The national anthem has been played, and we are back here ready for tip-off from North Ridgeville, where the Rangers are taking on the Avon Lake Shore Gals. Again, North Ridgeville comes in at 9-3. Avon Lake comes in at 7-4 in this big SWC matchup. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar joining you from the home of the Rangers. Dave Rydell running the camera if you're watching on YouTube. And they're going over the starting lineup, so why don't we do that for the Avon Lake Shore Gals, again, led by head coach Paul Apple. And we got to give a special shout out to our buddy Mike Rush, assistant coach over there, that also does games for us on WEOL. But they will have their sophomore guard, Riley Corey, going out there. She's averaging 6 points a game. Frankie Persia, a sophomore guard. So two sophomore guards going out there for Avon Lake. Persia averaging 14 points per game. Olivia Miller at 15 points per game. Evelyn Ritt, the two seniors there, she's got 3 points, but she goes for 3 rebounds, 4 assists as well. And Molly Milligan, the junior forward, 13 points a game. That's the starting lineup for Avon Lake. On the other side, you see him being announced now for North Ridgeville, led by Coach Amy Esser. Brooke Schroeder, their junior guard, is just one of the most. Coach Esser raved about Schroeder on the wrap-up show this morning, calling her one of the better point guards in the area. We're going to get to see her today. Mary Strippy, the sophomore guard, is going to join her in the backfield. And then you get some good scorers as well, as Raina Balderas is a very good shooter for this North Ridgeville team, the senior guard. She averages 9 points per game. Lauren Bohannon averages 14 points per game to lead the Rangers. And rounding out the starting lineup, the senior forward, Marissa Slack, who is out there with good size and a good presence defensively in the middle. So two teams that do things fairly differently from one another, Jared. But we're going to see which one can kind of impose their will. Yeah, and when you look at that top to bottom, I think personnel-wise, it's interesting. They both have some size. They both have some experience. They're just going to be a tale of two different types of styles. But, and Amy referenced it during our interview this morning on the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports Wrap-Up Show. These two teams real familiar with each other, not just in conference play and being familiar opponents, but, they do a lot of work together in the offseason to prepare and kind of give themselves different looks. We're going to find out how it goes here. It's the girls' cage matchup here on WEOL, and it's tipped off now as Avon Lake wins the tip, and they immediately get down the court. An easy layup off the tip for Avon Lake as Olivia Miller scores the first bucket of this game to make it 2-0, and that was just really well done by Avon Lake off the tip, a design play. As now North Ridgeville looks to answer. They try to get the ball inside, and it's stolen away. Now there's a scrum for the ball, bodies everywhere on the floors. We're going to get a jump ball, as it's going to be North Ridgeville ball. But active defense there, and that's a calling card for Avon Lake. They only allow 39 points per game. That's the average. So it's stifling defense that usually leads the Shore Gals.
Yeah, clamp it down and make the other team take poor shots. That's what Paul Apple and company would like to do.
2-0. Avon Lake with the early lead off the opening tip. North Ridgeville inbounds it. They've got it at the top of the key. They'll swing it around. Right wing. Back up to the top, over to the left wing. Rangers with the basketball. Dribbling into the lane. That's Schroeder. She goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Avon Lake, and they'll bring the ball down the court. They quickly get the ball down to Miller, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Avon Lake. Nice defense there by Lauren Bohannon to get over there and knock the ball away and prevent Miller from getting an easy look. Avon Lake with the basketball, 7:12 to go, first quarter. 2-0 is the score. Avon Lake throwing it around, trying to get it inside. Now a swing pass all the way to the other side of the court. The three-point attempt is no good. And then on the rebound attempt, two North Ridgeville players knock it off each other's hands, and it goes out of bounds. And so it'll stay with Avon Lake, as it was Persia that had a good look at the three, but she couldn't hit it. Inbound goes to Miller. She's got it top of the key. Around Bohannon, into the lane, up and in, and a foul. As Olivia Miller scores her second basket of the game, and she'll go to the line to try to add one.
Yeah, Miller content to be on the attack right now. Certainly got the first bucket of the game, got us started right there, a little bit more hard-earned, but she's going to get a chance at a three-point opportunity.
Miller, free throw up and good, and that's 5 early points for Olivia Miller, who averages 15 per game. And that makes it 5-0 Avon Lake. They'll go into a quick press. North Ridgeville beats it. Now it's Bohannon, goes right into the lane. She goes up for a shot. No good, but she gets fouled. And it'll be Bohannon that goes to the line to try to put North Ridgeville on the board. Foul against Milligan, her first. And here comes Lauren Bohannon. 14 points per game scorer. She also gets 7 boards per game. She does a little bit of everything for this North Ridgeville team. Bohannon's first free throw up and good. North Ridgeville on the board. She toes the line for her second. That free throw's up, no good. Rebounded by North Ridgeville, and we're going to have, thought we were going to maybe get a jump ball. Instead, we're going to get a travel, as Marissa Slack went up and got a good rebound, but she couldn't keep her feet. And so 5-1 is the score. Now it's Ridgeville going into a press. Avon Lake beats it pretty easily. They get the ball all the way down the court and inside, and it's Milligan that has her first basket of the game. She lays it in. 7-1 is the score. Avon Lake ahead. Now Avon Lake really applying pressure in the backcourt. Ridgeville beats it again. Bohannon's got it. She's going to swing it into the corner. Three-point attempt for North Ridgeville. No good. Rebounded by Avon Lake. And here come the Shore Gals the other way. They get the ball all the way down the court to Miller. He's going to pop it back up top to Persia. She'll try to get it back into Miller, and that ball's going to get knocked away out of bounds off of North Ridgeville. And we'll have our first substitution of the game as Yam Scott will come in, replacing Marissa Slack.
Yeah, Avon Lake playing surprisingly fast here in these opening 2 minutes of this contest, not what we're accustomed to.
Slack leaves the game, and they instantly, Avon Lake does, try to get it inside as Slack's size is off the court. They try to get it inside, and after a scrum, we're going to get a foul called against North Ridgeville. So Avon Lake will inbound the ball under their own basket.
Yeah, 3 players converged on Molly Milligan right there, and you can see why. She demands a double team, but they went 3.
Miller with a quick step back 3 off the inbounds pass that's good. Olivia Miller with 8 points in this first quarter. It's 10-1 Avon Lake. Ridgeville with the ball. They're going to fire up a 3 of their own, and that's perfect. Brooke Schroeder, her first jump shot attempt was pure, touched nothing but net. And now that makes it 10-4, and we're getting another foul call, a reach in against North Ridgeville.
Yeah, and that one's about 70 feet away from the bucket, so that's going to be something that drives Amy Esser a little bit crazy about that. 3 team fouls here, 5.5 minutes left to play.
Avon Lake with the ball. Ritt with the basketball, swings it over to Miller. Miller gets it in the middle to Milligan. Milligan kicks it out for Persia. Wide open three-pointer that's up and good. Frankie Persia's on the board with her first three, and Avon Lake is really rolling to start this game. 13-4 is the score with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. North Ridgeville has it. As it's going to go out of bounds. It was poked out of bounds. Good defense there by Molly Milligan, as she was being asked to play a little defense out on the perimeter, and she poked the ball out of bounds, so Ridgeville will inbound it. And 13-4. North Ridgeville finds themselves behind. As they swing the ball around the arc. Schroeder has it. She's going to swing it left side. It's going to be a wide open three-point attempt that's up and good. And that's Reyna Balderas. And she's shooting over 40% from beyond the arc this season, and she just nailed that three-pointer to make it 13-7. Avon Lake beats the press as they get the ball all the way down the court, and then they try to swing it to the inside, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Milligan. As Avon Lake, maybe a little out of control there, was Evelyn Ridd on the inside. She tried to pass the ball over to Milligan. It went off her hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, Ridgeville now with a chance to do some damage here, cut into this lead. Back-to-back three-pointers. Good for the Lady Rangers. Balderas, a sharpshooter in this program for a number of years.
We're going to get a moving screen called against Lauren Bohannon as they were trying to free up Balderas for another three-point attempt.
That's her second.
And Bohannon, her second foul. She'll take the bench, and she'll be replaced by Adri Spires. 13-7 is the score, 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Avon Lake on top. And Avon Lake with the basketball. Miller has it, top of the key, swings it back over to Ritt. Into the corner. Continue to swing it around. Now they're going to get they had an open corner three. Instead, they get it inside to Milligan. And the ball's taken away. But right before she could turn and run with it, Brooke Schroeder stepped out of bounds. And so Avon Lake will maintain possession.
This is where they're dangerous, Michael, underneath their own bucket. A lot of size out there, and they communicate well.
Inbound the ball to Miller. Swings it over. Now they're going to look for a shot over here on the left side. Now they're going to dribble up to the top of the key. Dribbling around, just trying to find an open look. Get it into the corner to Miller, back up top. Miller has it, left wing. Dribbles the ball off her leg, but she's going to go pick it up. 3:45 to go, first quarter. And right now, North Ridgeville playing pretty good defense. Avon Lake struggling to find a good look. They will get a shot up and good. As that was a nice shot attempt there by Evelyn Ritt, her first basket of the game. And that makes it 15-7. Schroeder's got the ball for North Ridgeville. She goes left wing. Now the Rangers will swing it around the perimeter a little bit. Driving into the lane, going up for a shot and getting fouled is Mary Strippy. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. A lot of fast action here in this game. 15-7 the score, 3:16 to go. Strippy, her first free throw attempt up and no good, goes off back iron. And the score remains 15-7 as both sides make a couple substitutions.
And we talked about it with Amy Yesser. Her team's pretty deep. She feels confident what they're going to play. Of course, Avon Lake, usually that 8 to 9 rotation.
Mary Strippy's second free throw up and good, and that makes it 15-8. Avon Lake in the lead. Olivia Miller with the basketball, brings it across midcourt. Dribbles right side, swings it into the corner. Almost losing it out of bounds there is Bisau. Now she dribbles back towards the top. Bunch of players kind of colliding, running into each other, and we're going to get a foul called against Strippy. And it's going to stay with Avon Lake.
It's a penalty situation now with their 5th team foul of the quarter. So Avon Lake shooting the remaining 2:59 here in this first period of play. And that's a pretty comfortable position with a 15-8 lead.
To say the look on Coach Amy Esser's face is incredulous after that foul would be an understatement. She gets an explanation. First free throw attempt up and no good. Again, that's Rachel Bisau.
Having a conversation with Keith Walker, the lead official here, and he had a couple of laughs about it. I don't think Amy did.
Fair. Second free throw attempt up, no good off front iron, but it's going to be rebounded by Avon Lake. And they're going to get a wide open three-point attempt after shooting it around a little bit. And it's up and perfect. Mariella DiTullio hits the three-pointer. And that makes it 18-8, a 10-point lead for Avon Lake. Step back jumper coming quickly for Brooke Schroeder, and she hits it. Makes it 18-12. That was a very nice play there by Schroeder. Avon Lake now coming down with numbers, as they're going to get the ball inside. A turnaround jump shot is blocked. As the ball is loose, Strippy goes over and grabs it, and it's North Ridgeville ball. Schroeder's got it. She dribbles right side, gives it to Strippy, top of the key. She thought about the shot. Now she's going to dribble left side into the lane. She floats it up, too strong. No good. Rebounded by Avon Lake, but now the ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by North Ridgeville. Ridgeville into the lane, off the glass and in. Adri Spires gets her first basket. That makes it 18-12. That's 4 quick points for North Ridgeville.
Yeah, Ridgeville with a nice flurry there off of a couple of good rebounds and a quasi turnover, and really good play by Schroeder to hit that pull-up jumper. Avon Lake's going to pack that in defensively, and that's a good job by your point guard of saying we're going to take what the defense gives us right there, and it was an open look.
Valderas comes back in for Strippy for North Ridgeville as Avon Lake walks the ball across midcourt. About a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Avon Lake with the basketball and a 6-point lead as Miller goes up for a shot. Couldn't get it quite to the basket. Good defense there by North Ridgeville. They grab the rebound and come the other way. Valderas open for a three-pointer. She fires it. It's too hard and no good. And on the rebound attempt, it goes out of bounds off of Avon Lake, and so Ridgeville will hang on to the ball. Substitutions being made for both sides here. 1:20 to go. First quarter, North Ridgeville inbounding the ball under their own basket. Valderas, they get her the ball, but again, another moving screen called. As again, you can see that there's a focus to get Valderas open for three-pointers, but this time Savannah Krylock gets called for the moving screen. She had just checked in, and she picks up a quick foul.
Yeah, the player control foul means that it won't be free throws, but still counts as a personal for Ridgeville if you're looking at, what you might have to put up with later on in this contest.
Avon Lake with the basketball, 1:15 to go, first quarter. As they swing it around the perimeter, they try to get it inside, they do. It's Milligan, she makes a nice move, goes up with the right hand, and soft touch, puts it in. Molly Milligan gets her second basket of the game. That makes it 20-12, Avon Lake. Schroeder's got it, top of the key. They're trying to get the ball over to Valderas, they do. Valderas has it left side. Now she'll swing it up to the top of the key. They'll get it back over to Schroeder. She's wide open for a three, and she's going to miss it just short as the ball's tipped on the rebound attempt, and it goes out of bounds off of North Ridgeville. It'll be Avon Lake basketball. Couple good looks for North Ridgeville. They just haven't been able to hit on them when they get them. And they find themselves in this 20-12 hole with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Avon Lake with the basketball. Dribbling right side and into Milligan, lays it up and in. As Molly Milligan all of a sudden become a major focal point for this offense. She averages 13 per game. She's got 6 in this one. 22-12 is the Avon Lake lead. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. North Ridgeville with the basketball. Schroeder's got it. She picks up her dribble at the top of the key, and then she travels. And that's going to give the ball back to Avon Lake.
Yeah, that was a pretty obvious call with the travel. Just looking for a teammate to come over there and grab the ball or get themselves open for a pass. Avon Lake now 16.3 seconds. See what Paul Apple has in store. Molly Milligan inside's been working, but I think Ridgeville's countering that with a little bit of size with slack.
Clock ticks down, 12 seconds. Avon Lake with the ball. Miller has it. She's open in the lane. Now she's going to fire it into the corner for a wide open three-point attempt. That is perfect as Persia hits her second three-pointer of the first quarter. And with time running out, a half-court attempt is no good for North Ridgeville. And just like that, this was a 6-point game a minute ago. Now it is a 13-point game as Avon Lake finishes the quarter strong. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with second quarter action. Again, you're listening on the all-new WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
One quarter in the books here from North Ridgeville Schools, where the Avon Lake Shore Gals have made themselves at home. They have got a 25-12 lead after one quarter of play here in this big SWC matinee matchup. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar coming at you here from NRAC. Homeschooled my son. I told him I was going to mess with his stuff. He believed me. So
I would not put it past you, and I'm sure that he knows better than to do that. Other girls' games going on in the SWC. It's Amherst over at Avon and Midview at Elyria this afternoon, part of the Super Matinees that tipped off around 12:30.
Milligan now to start things off for Avon Lake. She'll take a turnaround jumper that's no good, and it's rebounded by Bohannon for North Ridgeville. Bohannon's going to take it coast to coast. Nice little jump stop, and she puts the ball up and in. And Lauren Bohannon gets her first field goal of the game, makes it 25-14 Avon Lake. Now we're going to get a turnover as they were trying to get the ball inside to Corey. And she wasn't looking for it, and North Ridgeville comes the other way. Schroeder picks up her dribble, gives it over to Strippy, right side. Strippy dribbling right. Now she's going to go left into the lane. She goes up with a shot, no good. It's going to be rebounded, though, by North Ridgeville and then immediately turned over. And here comes Avon Lake. Corey in the lane. She dribbles. The ball is taken away from her. She's still fighting for it down there. She comes away with it, but she turns it over as Strippy comes away with the steal. So they get it ahead to Lauren Bohannon, who will slow it down, and they'll get into their offense. Brooke Schroeder's got it. Left wing, she dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it off to Strippy. She dribbles left side. She's going to fire a mid-range jumper from there that's in and out. Rebounded by Milligan, and Avon Lake comes the other way. Avon Lake quickly moving down the court as a layup attempt is no good, but it's Corey that grabs the rebound, and she puts it up and in for her first points of the game. Riley Corey comes in averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds. She got one of each, well, 2 points and a rebound there on that possession. 27-14 with 6:15 to go in the first half. Avon Lake with the lead. North Ridgeville with the basketball. They get it inside to Bohannon. She goes up for a layup, no good. She goes up for another one, no good. Now a fight for the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball. And it's going to stay with North Ridgeville.
Yeah, Bohannon's got to be careful with the 2 fouls right there. I mean, she's getting pretty aggressive, creating some space. Maybe it's the right play for her and how she wants to assert herself, but, you know, with that tumble to the ground, you know, eventually they're going to have to call something.
Well, for now, it's Avon Lake basketball under their own hoop. They're going to inbound it to Bohannon. She catches it right near the free throw line, and then she's going to fire up a shot that's short and rebounded by Avon Lake. So here come the Shore Gals with the ball in a 13-point lead. Miller's got it. She dribbles left side, then she fires it into the corner to Persia. Persia goes into the lane, gets it inside to Milligan. Milligan fires up a shot that's no good, rebounded by Strippy, and here comes North Ridgeville. So both teams have gone a little bit cold offensively here in this second quarter. Balderas has the ball. She dribbles towards the top of the key. She's going to give it to Schroeder. Schroeder dribbles into the lane, crosses over Miller, then a spin move into the lane. She goes up for a shot. It's no good, but she gets fouled. And a nice move there by Brooke Schroeder will send her to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And I think North Ridgeville has proven a few times during this contest they can have success when they attack that defense of Avon Lake. It is tough. They're packed in pretty good, but you know you can get out there and be aggressive and at least get them into foul trouble.
First free throw attempt is good for Brooke Schroeder. She had 5 points in the first quarter. You know, part of the other difficulty of this Avon Lake team is pretty much everybody out there is 5'10",
right.
5'11". This is a very tall basketball team. It makes actually scoring in the paint difficult as the second free throw goes up and good. So the pair of free throws for Schroeder makes it 27-16 Avon Lake. And Avon Lake with the basketball. 5:20 to go, first half. Miller has it, left wing. She dribbles right. Going to get it over to Milligan, who's going to shoot a baseline jumper that's no good. Rebounded by Slack, and here comes Avon Lake, or here comes North Ridgeville again. Bohannon with it. She's going to drive into the lane. She gets in the lane, and the ball is rejected. A big block there as Olivia Miller swatted that ball into the partition wall.
Kind of a tumble. Bohannon smiling to let everybody know that she is okay after that collision.
North Ridgeville will inbound it under their own basket. They're taking a while to get it in. They better hurry up. They're going to just fire it towards the back court, and they will get it there. Strippy winds up picking it up. Strippy, right wing, going to give it to Schroeder over on the left side. Schroeder crosses over. She dribbles into the left corner. Now she's going to come back to the middle. She's trying to get into the lane. She's just going to float one up. That's no good. Miller comes down with the rebound. Avon Lake will move into their offensive territory. They will, a nice pass there by Miller to get the ball inside. As that was, I couldn't even hardly see the pass. She got it inside to Erin Dean. Dean went up for a layup, and she makes it. That makes it 29-16, and North Ridgeville's going to take a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, Amy Esser wants to get her girls kind of realigned here. You mentioned it was sort of a disjointed start to this second quarter of play, and there were a couple of walls offensively, and I think Amy Esser said, we had a couple of good looks at the bucket down here. I think they took 4 consecutive shots that just didn't connect, and then an empty possession. And, if you don't get a bucket here or some sort of points on this possession, I think you're looking at the real possibility of this one getting away from you. A double-digit lead, you can get doubled up pretty quick here with another Avon Lake bucket or a 3.
And we've seen just how fast Avon Lake can put points on the board. And so North Ridgeville has to just stay in their game. Out of the timeout, the ball swatted away. Good defense there by Avon Lake. Brooke Schroeder a little bit too casual with that inbound attempt, trying to get it to Balderas. Now Schroeder will inbound it from over on the sideline. She does get it to Balderas, who's got it, and she will get it back to Schroeder as Avon Lake continues to pressure in the backcourt. Now they get the ball across midcourt. It's Bohannon who gives it back to Schroeder. She goes into the right corner. Now she picks up a dribble, gives the ball back to Bohannon. Bohannon's got it. She's going to drive baseline. Right under the hoop. She's going to get it outside. We're going to have a floater that's up and no good, but Strippy comes down with the rebound for North Ridgeville, and then she turns it over. Avon Lake with the basketball, but no numbers, as we're going to have another turnover. Avon Lake is going to turn that one over, and it's going to come back to North Ridgeville. As I think it was just a case of Persia not realizing that there were 3 North Ridgeville players around her, and she kind of panicked and threw the ball away.
Right, sort of an unforced error when you think to yourself, hey, this seems like we're going to get out and run with a lot of momentum. And like you said, numbers were not on their side.
And Balderas is going to find herself with a wide open jump shot that's no good, rebounded by Miller, and here comes the Avon Lake Shore Gals again. 3:50 to go, first half. Avon Lake still with this 29-16 lead. Miller slices into the lane, then she kind of loses the ball as she was going up, and it came down out of bounds. Looked like she was going to have a wide open layup there, but she lost the ball going up. Came down out of bounds, and North Ridgeville catches a break there.
Yeah, Ridgeville still looking to get back on track here offensively. It's been a while since they've put one up they've seen go through the cylinder.
29-16 is the score. 3:30 to go. North Ridgeville with the basketball. Schroeder's got it top of the key. She gets it over to Balderas. She's got a wide open three-point attempt. That's perfect. As Balderas breaks that streak, she hits her second three-pointer of the game. And it is 29-19 in favor of Avon Lake. Avon Lake gets the ball inside, as it was Dean again who went up for a layup. She couldn't hit it, but she got fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 3:17 to go in the first half.
You mentioned just Avon Lake having a lot of 5'10", 5'11" that you can put out there. Dean's no exception to that. Comes off the bench and just kind of picks up right where you think that maybe a Milligan that grabs a seat would leave off.
Dean's first free throw attempt is up and good. .3:17 to go, 30-19 the score. Dean's second free throw attempt up and perfect. So she's got 4 points in the quarter. And it is a 12-point lead for Avon Lake. Schroeder brings the ball across midcourt. Gonna get it right side. Gonna pass up top to Bohannon. Bohannon's gonna look left side to get over to Schroeder again. Schroeder dribbles right side, gets into the lane. And Now it's going to be a little floater for North Ridgeville that's no good. Rebounded by Avon Lake, and coming back the other way are the Shore Gals. Adri Spires on the shot attempt was no good. And we're going to get a timeout as Coach Paul Apple wants to talk about it. We'll take a quick break here. Right now, 31-19 is the Avon Lake score. We'll be back with more of this first half action on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
And welcome back into North Ridgeville. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar bringing you this afternoon matinee SWC girls basketball action where the Avon Lake Shore Gals have a 31-19 lead over the home team North Ridgeville Rangers. Well, let me leave out Dave Rydell running the camera over there, doing a perfect job for us. If you're catching it on the YouTube page, Avon Lake out of the timeout. They'll swing the basketball around the perimeter, now getting into the lane, and this ball's going to go out of bounds off of the leg of Evelyn Ritt, who tried to get that into the lane, and instead it's going to be a turnover, and North Ridgeville again with a chance to get this thing down to 10 or less.
Yeah, probably not what Paul Apple had planned on when he called that timeout, get a turnover immediately afterwards, but Ridgeville, maybe some momentum here.
We're going to get a foul over on the far side of the court as Balderas was trying to free herself up, and you hear kind of a Bronx cheer from the North Ridgeville home crowd. They're really trying to free up Balderas because she is their ace, their three-point shooter. But that time they called Avon Lake for a hold, and this hometown crowd appreciated that call. Ridgeville inbounds the ball to Bohannon. Bohannon goes up for a shot, no good. She gets her own rebound, goes up for another layup, no good. She's going to tip the rebound. It's going to go back to North Ridgeville, and now it's going to be Schroeder who has a wide open jump shot. That's no good. North Ridgeville's going to grab another offensive rebound. It's Bohannon, and she's going to have a wide open jump shot that she's going to come up short on, and finally Avon Lake is going to corral a rebound.
Wow.
So Avon Lake lucky to come away with that, giving up no points after all the second chance opportunities, and they capitalize on their end of the court as Olivia Miller scores her first points of this second quarter with a three-pointer from the left corner. That makes it 34-19 Avon Lake. What a swing that is. North Ridgeville with the basketball. At the top of the key, Balderas has it left wing now. She dribbles back into the lane. She steps back. Now she's going to pass the ball into the corner. Now back up top to Bohannon. Bohannon gets into the lane. She fires one up too strong off the backboard. No good. And here comes Avon Lake again. Olivia Miller leads the charge. She's going all the way into the lane. She's going to float it up, miss it. She gets her own rebound. She goes up again, misses that one. And finally, Avon Lake with another rebound, offensive rebound. And this time, getting to the free throw line is Mariella DiTullio, who got the rebound and got fouled on the putback attempt. It was no good, but she'll shoot two.
Boy, Michael, a flurry of attempts for North Ridgeville over there on the far side of the court. And aside from a Balderas three-pointer just a couple of minutes ago, the Lady Rangers are, they're 1 of 17, including that three-pointer since the first quarter.
Yeah.
There's been opportunities. They just not bad looks either.
DiTullio makes both of her free throws, give her 5 points on the game. And all of a sudden, this is ballooned out to an 18-point Avon Lake lead. They are up 36-19. 1:15 to go, first half. Maddie Kuhn is going to bring the ball across midcourt. She's going to dribble right side. Kuhn going to fire it over to the left to Schroeder. Schroeder gets towards the middle of the lane. Now she crosses over, trying to get the ball to Balderas. Balderas has to tip it up to herself. She corrals it on the left wing. She dribbles towards the top of the key, pump fakes, going to swing it back around to the left side. North Ridgeville feverishly working to get a good shot. Kuhn is going to find Strippy. Strippy, top of the key, couldn't find herself open. Now she's going to fire it over to the right side, into the lane. Goes North Ridgeville, and they're going to turn it over. As finally Yem Scott tried to make a play, and instead Avon Lake jumped in the passing lane. 30 seconds to go, first half. Avon Lake with a big lead and the basketball. Corey's going to fire a wide open three-pointer from the left wing that she hits. It's 5 points for her in the second quarter, and it's a 20-point game. Schroeder gets it over to Yam Scott. Scott into the middle. She fires up a layup that's good. A nice athletic move there by Scott. She makes a layup, and now with 5 seconds to go, Avon Lake looking for a score before the half. They get it inside, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Avon Lake. And North Ridgeville's going to have it with 1.5 seconds before the half. Now they've got the ball all the way down under the Avon Lake basket. As they're just going to roll it in, and it's going to get stolen by Avon Lake and a score. And what a mistake that is by North Ridgeville. As Maddie Kuhn just tried to roll the ball in, and she wound up rolling it kind of right to Evelyn Ritt, who grabbed it and went up for a layup. And she made it, and that's where the half is going to be. It's a 20-point lead for Avon Lake as they have a 41-21 lead. We'll take a break here. We'll be back with the halftime show where we talk about the first half of action, scores, and games going on today from around the area, and so much more. So stick with us as we have got a lot to get to here from the home of the Rangers. It is the all-new WEOL.com and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College, your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorain County has a story every day. Make sure you don't miss it. From breaking news and high school sports to schools, business, and community events, the Chronicle has it all. Stay connected to your neighbors and your home team with coverage that matters most to you. Don't just hear about Lorain County, know Lorain County. Subscribe today at chroniclet.com/subscribe and get the news that keeps you in the know. The Chronicle Telegram, Lorain County's largest newspaper.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Oh, that's a scary sight coming in if you're watching on the YouTube page. There we are.
Yep.
Me and Jared. Dave Rydell apparently feels like playing a prank on all of you. You got to look at us while we talk. Welcome back in to our afternoon cage matchup where the Avon Lake Shore Gals have really opened up and started playing more their brand of basketball. That second quarter, they opened up a 20-point lead over the North Ridgeville Rangers. We're at 41-21 here at the half. And Jared, I'll tell you, you can see what makes Avon Lake such a bear to deal with is that they don't pass up on the opportunity, Jared, to make you pay for mistakes.
Yeah, they'll make you pay for it. And again, they can pack it in. They create offense off of turnovers and just tough ways to go in terms of rebounds, passes that might get deflected, go the other way, knocked off the ball, you name it. They're just ways that they can create havoc. And you look up and you're down 10, and you look up and you're down 20 in this case now at the break.
And I think if you talk to Coach Paul Apple or any of the Avon Lake coaches, they will tell you they did probably play their favorite, cleanest version of their game there in that first half. But, the other thing that makes them so difficult to deal with, and this was really apparent, especially if you're watching the game, they move. Their moves are intentional. They're not just out kind of running around all over the floor, and they're super athletic. I noticed that right off the bat with Olivia Miller. She's probably the most athletic person out on the court, and she moves like it, and they're always kind of in control of the way they play. So, again, even in a game where maybe they didn't play their best half, they still can find themselves with a 20-point lead.
Exactly, and they, like you said, they haven't played their best half. They've been efficient in a couple of categories. We'll discuss that when we look at team statistics, but one that's going to be pretty glaring when we get to that portion of the halftime program.
Well, and I think on the other side of things, if you were to sit back and watch this game, if you're Coach Amy Esser and her crew, it's going to be a noticeable standout difference. It's just the level of control that Avon Lake, they don't seem to, when they get into situations, they don't seem to panic. They always seem to take their time, get what they need to get. They're not rushing anything. And I think with Ridgeville, you saw several times in that first half, Jared, where North Ridgeville got to where they wanted to be. They had good looks at the hoop, whether it was layups or jump shots or three-pointers or whatever, but they tend to kind of rush things a little bit, and you notice them just missing. I mean, North Ridgeville missed a ton of easy looks in that half, and I think a good lesson for playing against Avon Lake would be, hey, take your time. Make sure you are not rushing easy looks at the basket, because that's why we're missing them.
Yeah, there were certainly some opportunities, and I think that's part of the conversation in the locker room for Ridgeville. Again, Avon Lake's starting to come out here. Amy Esser's ball club, I think she's going to keep him in for another minute and a half here to say, hey, it's not what we wanted. Let's be more efficient. Let's convert on some of those opportunities and looks.
Well, Jared, you've been working on team stats from that first half, and you left us with a good cliffhanger there, so why don't you jump into team stats?
Certainly have. Again, Ridgeville finds themselves in a hole here, down 20 at the intermission, 41-21. They were 7 of 28 from the field, 25%. Number that they've got to improve upon. And again, had decent looks. I think from a coaching standpoint, you'd say keep firing. And we want that look, but it wasn't going to fall in that first half of play. 4 of 6 at the line, 12 rebounds and 7 turnovers through the first 16 minutes of play here for the Avon Lake Shore Gals. Here's the number: 15 of 24 from the field. They shot 63% in that first half. The big number, they have connected on 6 of 7 3 balls. So, when they've wanted it, it's been there. They've connected. They've made it count. When you're talking about a 3-point percentage like that, it's tough to argue with. 5 of 7 at the charity stripe, 13 rebounds, 6 turnovers in that first half of play for the Shore Gals. But the difference to me, when you're talking about 6 of 7 3 balls, that's a big contributor to a 20-point lead here at the break.
Yeah, absolutely. On the individual side of things, just from a scoring perspective, start with the Avon Lake Shore Gals, who have this 20-point lead, and they were paced by Olivia Miller. She put up 8 in the first quarter. She added a 3-pointer in the second quarter, so she's got 11 at the break. And joining her in the scoring column, a bunch of players really all contributed. We had 2 players with 6 points. That was Frankie Persia, who hit a couple 3-pointers in the first quarter, and Molly Milligan, who did all her scoring as well in the first quarter. We got a couple players with 5 points, and Mariella DiTullio and Riley Corey, who did all her scoring in the second quarter. And then you've got a couple players with 4 points, Evelyn Ritt and Aaron Dean with 4 each. That gets them to 41. Avon Lake scored 25 points in the first quarter, and they put up 16 in the second to get them to this 41-point game. On the other side of things, pacing North Ridgeville was Brooke Schroeder, who had 7 points in that first half. And following up Brooke Schroeder, Reina Balderas hit on 2 3-pointers. She had 6 points. And then one player with 3 points, that's Lauren Bohannon. A couple players with 2 in Adri Spires and Yam Scott, and Mary Strippy has 1 point as she hit a free throw. Again, North Ridgeville scored 12 in the first quarter, just 9 in the second. And that's the scoring totals and how we got to 41-21. Let's take a break here on the halftime show. When we come back, it'll be time to tip off the third quarter, the second half of this matinee matchup. We'll be right back with you here on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
And it is time for second half action here at North Ridgeville Schools, where the Avon Lake Shore Gals, again, they came in at 7-4. Have a 20-point halftime lead, 41-21 over the North Ridgeville Rangers. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar on the call for you. Dave Rydell running the camera. On the all-new WEOL, as Avon Lake will start the third quarter with the basketball in this 20-point lead. So here we go as Avon Lake inbounds it, and the second half is underway. What a nice play to get the ball inside to Olivia Miller, who hits a layup on the inside, and what a pass that was by Evelyn Ritt to get the ball to Miller, as Miller scores her 13 points of the game, makes it 43-21. Right at the beginning of the third quarter here, and North Ridgeville now looking to get things going. They get the ball to Balderas on the left wing. She passes it up top. Now they're going to swing it over to Schroeder right side. She gets it inside to Bohannon. Bohannon goes up for a layup attempt. She gets fouled by Corey, and Bohannon will go to the line to shoot two. So Riley Corey gets called for the foul, and Lauren Bohannon will go to the line to shoot two more free throws. She's 1 for 2 on the game, making 2 for 3 as she connects on the first. 43-22. Bohannon toes the line. She'll take her second attempt. It's up off front iron, goes off of the head of one of the players for North Ridgeville and picked up by Avon Lake. Dean's going to get the ball over to Miller, left wing. Miller dribbles to the top of the key, swings it to Persia, right wing. She'll dribble left wing. They kind of weave around as they get the ball inside to Milligan. She couldn't handle the pass, and it's Schroeder that comes away with the ball. And what are we going to get here? We're going to get a foul called against Molly Milligan. Schroeder got up, and she is in a little bit of pain. Couldn't quite see what happened there, but she went down rather hard as she tried to corral that basketball, and now they're going to check on her.
Well, I think what happened was maybe Milligan was a little bit frustrated that she couldn't handle the ball like that, and then just sort of had some collateral damage along with her as she made the move to get back defensively.
I'll tell you what, while they check on Schroeder, why don't we take a quick break here? 7:09 to go, 43-22 Avon Lake with the lead, and we'll be right back.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
Back in out of the injury timeout again. Not real clear what happened to Brooke Schroeder, but she was able to get up. She was in some clear discomfort as she left the court. Now she's going to go talk to the trainers, and they are going to have Maddie Kuhn come in to substitute. So hopefully we see Schroeder come back out on the court here at some point. North Ridgeville with the basketball. Bohannon gets into the lane. She goes up with a layup, and she hits it. As Bohannon has scored 3 points here in this third quarter and makes it 43-24. Avon Lake with the lead. Avon Lake with the basketball. Miller gets it into the corner. It's Persia that fires up a three that's no good. Rebounded by Avon Lake. They're going to get the ball back out to her. She's going to fire another one, and she's going to hit it this time. And that's a gift for Persia, as Evelyn Ritt went up and got an offensive rebound, and Persia connected on the second one. Then North Ridgeville turns the ball over, and here comes Olivia Miller. Miller dribbles ball into the lane. She's going to fling it back out to Persia. Persia gets it inside. Then they find Miller for a wide open three. It's no good. Going to be rebounded by North Ridgeville. So North Ridgeville, Maddie Kuhn brings the ball across the timeline. 46-24 is the Avon Lake lead. 5:55 to go, third quarter. Bohannon's got it right wing. She'll swing it to Slack, top of the key. She gets it over to Kuhn, who loses a defender, then gets it back out to Slack. Slack's got a three-pointer that she's going to fire, no good. Rebounded Miller, and Avon Lake comes the other way. Persia tries to dribble in. Now she flips it back out to Miller. Miller cross court to Dean. Dean gets it back to Miller right wing. She fakes a shot. She goes by Bohannon into the lane, floats it up, no good. Going to be rebounded by Balderas, and North Ridgeville comes the other way. Now the challenge for North Ridgeville is without Schroeder out there. She's their primary ball handler and playmaker. They got to figure out a way to get good shots without her. Maddie Kuhn has it. Left wing, fires it into the corner. Slack has it, up top to Strippy. Strippy, top of the key. She dribbles into the lane. Spin move. She goes up for a shot. It's no good, but she got fouled. I think they're going to get Corey again. Nope, they're going to get Milligan on the foul, and it's going to be Strippy that goes to the line.
Yeah, there have been opportunities, as we talked about in the first half, when Ridgeville attacks, they're able to at least, draw a foul, do something that's going to be a little bit out of the ordinary, and change the pace and try to get back into this game as Strippy hits the free throw.
He hits it. Some wholesale changes for Avon Lake as they bring in three new players. Good news, I see Brooke Schroeder. She just came over and sat on the bench. She looks like she's feeling a little bit better. Strippy's second free throw attempt up and no good. Ball is going to be fought for on the rebound, but they're going to give it to Avon Lake. So the score right now, 46-25, is Schroeder going to come back into the game after the injury. She gets a nice round of applause from this North Ridgeville home crowd. 5 minutes to go. Again, 46-25 is the Avon Lake lead. Evelyn Ritt has the basketball, gives it over to Miller. Miller, top of the key, drives right side into the lane. She goes up for a layup. She's got it. Olivia Miller has another bucket, gives her 15 on the game. And that makes it 48-25 Avon Lake. Maddie Kuhn's got it. She gets a screen from Bohannon. She flings it over to Schroeder on the left side. Now they're going to try to get it inside to Bohannon. They do. She makes a move inside. She goes up for a shot. She's blocked by Miller, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that'll keep the ball with North Ridgeville. Another good defensive play. That's 2 or 3 blocks in this game for Olivia Miller.
Miller's been everywhere. There's just no other way to put it. Offensively, defensively, she's never out of position on defense. Always able to get back and, like you said, come up with a block from behind from time to time.
Lauren Bohannon gets into the lane. She sheds Miller. She goes up for a shot. She misses another layup. And on the rebound attempt, Bohannon fought for it. She kept it alive, and the ball went out of bounds off Avon Lake, so it'll be North Ridgeville basketball. Get the ball back into Bohannon. She dribbles left side. Now just a pull-up jumper, and she gets fouled as I think just kind of walking by her was Mariella DiTullio, and she got Bohannon on the arm, and Bohannon will go to the line to shoot 2.
Team foul stacking up quick for the Shore Gals here in this third quarter. 4:16 left to play. That's their 4th.
It's Bohannon's 3rd trip to the line. Free throw attempt number 1 is up and good. As substituting in, Adri Spires will replace Maddie Kuhn for North Ridgeville. And now Bohannon will shoot her 2nd free throw. Up and good. Give Bohannon 5 points here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 48-27 Avon Lake. Now North Ridgeville will go into a full court press, and they will almost turn the ball over, and they will turn the ball over, but as she tried to corral it, Lauren Bohannon stepped on the baseline, and so that'll give the ball right back to Avon Lake.
Yeah, try to create some havoc, but sometimes you have some collisions there on your own, in your own end of the floor, and that's what happened.
Olivia Miller tried to get the ball ahead to Rachel Besaw, but she couldn't get it to her. The ball got tipped out of bounds by Bohannon. And now North Ridgeville will drop all their players back. with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
With the striking of the scorers table there, I think Bohannon's hit every surface in this gymnasium with the exception of our broadcast table, and I don't rule that out at some point.
You know what? It'll keep us on our toes, Jared.
Don't hit Dave Rydell's camera.
Avon Lake with the basketball, swinging it around. Big lead in this third quarter as they get it into the left corner. Now trying to get it back out of bounds to Miller as the officials are going to keep the ball with Avon Lake, but a little swarming defense going on now for North Ridgeville. 48-27, 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Avon Lake with the lead. Avon Lake swinging it around, trying to get the ball to the inside. And they'll try again. This ball gets tipped away. I think we're going to have a jump ball that'll keep the ball with Avon Lake. As the Short Gals really trying to get the ball inside to Aaron Dean. And North Ridgeville doing a good job not letting that happen. On the inbounds, Olivia Miller takes it. She's going to dribble left side into the lane. Now she'll spin. She'll fake again. She'll get fouled by Lauren Bohannon. Not a shooting foul. This will be a baseline out of bounds play, but Bohannon hit Miller. I think that's 3 for Bohannon.
I believe that it would be 3, yeah. They put the third foul up there, so we'll see if that determines the outcome. Again, trailing this many, you might have to keep her in for the duration.
As we have got bodies everywhere on the inbounds, but Miller finally corrals it for Avon Lake. Now Bohannon dives after it, and she hits it out of bounds, so it'll stay with Avon Lake. It's a mad scramble for the basketball out there, Jared.
And again, I can't reference it enough. Bohannon has been all over the place in terms of on the floor, both ends, and just taking hard shots.
Avon Lake with a good inbounds play there creates a wide open three-pointer as North Ridgeville now almost turned over an easy rebound, but Balderas comes away with it, and it's Rangers basketball. Balderas going to fire a deep three-pointer. That's perfect. What a shot there by Reyna Balderas. Her third three-pointer of the game. And that makes it 48-30, and we're going to get a full timeout for North Ridgeville, so we'll take a timeout here on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College, your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And out of the timeout here from North Ridgeville, Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar here with you on this matinee game. Dave Rydell running the camera, getting you a good look at some girls basketball conference champions. The last one that happened here at North Ridgeville in 1995. So you know Amy Esser would like to see more current numbers on that list as she leads this Rangers girls basketball team.
Well, you think about it, 18th year for Amy Esser, and she's seen a couple of different conferences, not just been SWC. She was around when there was West Shore play.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the West Shore. You were part of the West Shore.
I wasn't. I was in the SWC at Rocky River, unfortunately, as we're going to get a foul. No shot here on the inbounds play out of the timeout. Foul on the floor. You can hear the disappointment from the Avon Lake crowd. But get Spires on the foul, and Avon Lake will inbound it under their own basket. 48-30 is the Avon Lake lead with 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Avon Lake does inbound it. And they get it over into the hands of who else but Olivia Miller. Miller will swing it over. They'll give it back to Miller, top of the key, defended by Bohannon. She dribbles right side. She tries to get into the lane. She's cut off. She brings it back out and fires it up top. Avon Lake trying to get the ball in. They do get the ball in, as they've been trying to do for a while, to Aaron Dean, and Dean goes up for a layup. And that makes it a 20-point game once again, 50-30 in favor of Avon Lake. Now Ridgeville with the basketball. Bohannon's got it on the left wing. She's going to cross over. She's going to look for a jump shot. Now she's going to fire it inside to Yam Scott. Scott couldn't hit a short jumper attempt, And Avon Lake comes down with the rebound. Miller swings it over to Ritt. And getting inside is Erin Dean again, using her size to get her second bucket in a row to make it a 52-30 game. Avon Lake on top. Brooke Schroeder going to fire a three-pointer for North Ridgeville, and she's going to hit it. That gives her 10 points on the game, and that makes it a 19-point game, 52-33. Minute 40 to go, and Erin Dean standing alone under the hoop, and they fire it to her for an easy layup. And that's 6 points in a row now for Erin Dean.
Great pass about 40 feet by Olivia Miller. Just like you said, found a teammate all alone underneath the bucket.
Schroeder dribbling around looking for a shot, gives it to Bohannon. Bohannon gets in the lane, floater, no good. Rebounded by North Ridgeville. Now a scrum for the ball as Erin Dean goes down to try to get it. And there'll be a jump ball, and possession will stay with North Ridgeville.
1:17 left to go here in the third quarter. You get the feeling that if something's going to happen for Ridgeville, it's got to happen now, just with the deficit the way it is. And, you know, they haven't played a bad third quarter. That's the problem. Avon Lake's really, really good. That's right. I think when your opposition is as tough as they are, it's tough to just look back and say that we didn't play that bad in the third.
With a minute 15 to go here in the third quarter, Ridgeville has the basketball. Get it up to Spires, top of the key. Spires dribbles left side into the lane. She's got a left-handed layup that's up and good. Adri Spires with her second bucket of the game makes it 54-35. And once again, they're going to get the ball all the way down the court. This time it's Molly Milligan. Her first point since the first quarter as Milligan puts that one in. Right now, Avon Lake just launching the ball down the court, and there's somebody down there to get it for a layup as Lauren Bohannon drives into the lane and gets fouled on a layup attempt. It's no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot more free throws.
And penalty situation now. It's the fifth team foul on Avon Lake in this third period of play. Just under 44 seconds left to go, so you don't know if that would come into factor, but nevertheless, Bohannon's going to get free throws.
And toes the line, her fourth trip to the line in this game. She hits another one.
Started to be more productive in this second half in terms of what she's been able to accomplish at the line, as have the Lady Rangers overall.
43 seconds. Bohannon, one more free throw coming. 56-36 is the score. Bohannon's second free throw up and a little bit too firm. Rebounded by Corey for Avon Lake. And the Shore Gals will come the other way. Corey's going to swing the ball left side, wide open three-point attempt coming for Avon Lake. That is a perfect shot by Frankie Persia as she hits her second three-pointer of the quarter. Makes it 59-36. Strippy for North Ridgeville flings up a wild shot on the right side. It's no good. Rebounded by Miller. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Persia brings the ball down the court. Tries to get it inside to Dean, back up top to Persia. Miller's got it, wide open three-pointer. It's perfect. And with the clock down under 5 seconds, North Ridgeville going to just try to get something here towards the end of the quarter. They're not going to get anything off. And what a way to end this third quarter for Avon Lake, a barrage. And it is all of a sudden a 62-36 game. Avon Lake in control. 1 quarter left to play here. Stick with us on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and super duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
It is fourth quarter time here at North Ridgeville Schools, but it's been all Avon Lake in this one. Really in control from beginning to end have been the Shore Gals, and they go into this fourth quarter with a 62-36 lead over the Rangers. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar coming at you from just behind the scorer's table here at NRAC. Dave Rydell running the camera. 8 minutes to go in this matinee game. Avon Lake looking for their 8th win of the season. They're well on their way to it. They start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Olivia Miller's got it far away from the hoop. Bohannon playing tough defense. Now they'll swing it around. They get it inside to Dean. Dean going to try to get it over to Corey, but as she tried to pass it, she got pushed. And they will get Bohannon for her 4th foul of the game. Oh, no, they're going to say it was on 32 instead, so that was on Slack and not Bohannon. So Avon Lake inbounds it under their own basket. They get it inside to Miller, swings it to Ritt up top. Ritt gets it back to Miller. She fakes a three-pointer, then she dribbles left side, gives it to Persia. Persia into the lane, back to Ritt, up top to Miller, over right wing to Persia. She fires a three-pointer that's perfect. Frankie Persia, 15 points in this game. And she has been on fire from deep. 65-36, a 29-point lead for Avon Lake. North Ridgeville with the basketball. Strippy's got it. Top of the key, gives it over to Schroeder. Schroeder right wing. Gonna fire it to Balderas. She's gonna fire another deep three-pointer that's short. Off front rim, and Avon Lake rebounds it, comes the other way. Corey driving it down the court. She'll get it up top to Miller. So a 29-point game, Avon Lake with the lead and the basketball. Miller gives it to Ritt. She's got it top of the key. She'll drive left side. And they're going to get it into the corner. It is Persia who fires another three-pointer, no good. Dean's going to grab the rebound. She'll go up with a putback, and it's good. And what an impressive outing this is. A dominant showing for Avon Lake.
Yeah, they're really the good body language out there. They're happy for each other when they're making plays. It's been a complete effort.
Schroeder goes up for a short shot that's no good. Avon Lake comes down with the rebound. And Miller's bringing the ball up the court. She's going to get fouled. Well, maybe not. We had one official call a foul. We had another official say it just went out of bounds off of Miller, and they're going to roll with his judgment. 6:17 to go in the ball game. 67-36 is the Avon Lake lead. North Ridgeville makes some substitutions. Balderas has it off the inbounds pass. She's got it top of the key. She drives into the lane. Gets it over to Kuhn. Kuhn drives towards the free throw line, pops a mid-range jumper that's no good. Miller comes down with the rebound. Miller gives it over to Ritt, and Avon Lake brings it across the timeline. Ritt into the lane. Now she'll think better of it. She'll kick it back out to Frankie Persia. Persia no good on the three-point attempt.
Hit the guide wire.
And yeah, it hit the wire at the top. And that'll go back to North Ridgeville. So we'll see Riley Marlowe check in for North Ridgeville. Get her first minutes, I believe, of this game. As Strippy will sit. Kuhn drives into the lane. Got nowhere to go. She just fires it back. Marlowe does well just to go back and get it. Bohannon's got the ball. Top of the key. She's going to fire a mid-range jumper. It's way short. It's an air ball. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Avon Lake basketball.
Not convinced that that's the shot opportunity that Ridgeville and Amy Esser want there. I think maybe despite the big lead, you still want to, you can't abandon the game plan right now as, wow, you're going to have a tough time with what's happening here in the next stanza.
Corey drives into the lane for Avon Lake. She puts it up and in. Riley Corey has 7 points in this one. 69-36, Avon Lake on their way to another victory here in this SWC game. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to get mass substitutions.
There's your line change.
5 substitutions for Avon Lake. As there are a lot of smiles over on that bench. North Ridgeville is going to inbound the basketball. Get it into Bohannon. She's got it in the post. She's going to try to take Milligan, but instead Milligan walls her off. And she'll pass it out. She'll go back out and get it. Bohannon in the lane. She goes up tough with a shot. And she's going to get fouled as Milligan's going to get called for the foul. Bohannon goes to the line again. And I believe that's 5 fouls on Milligan.
Yep, that'll be her 5th. And just as fast as Molly Milligan re-entered the game, she comes out. Situation might be a little bit different if the differential wasn't what it was today, but
It'll be a pretty stress-free watching environment for Molly Milligan over on the bench there. Again, fouled out, but she was a big part of this win for Avon Lake. Bohannon hits her first free throw attempt. This is her 5th trip to the free throw line, so she's done well to get to the line. And she's done well recently to make her free throws. She makes them both. 69-38 is the score. 4:50 to go. Avon Lake with the basketball. They get it to the outside. It's going to be a three-point attempt that's up and no good. Rebounded by Maddie Kuhn, and North Ridgeville bringing the ball quickly down the court. Kuhn gets it inside, and we're going to get another foul. Maddie Kuhn did a good job to find Riley Marlowe inside. Marlowe went up for a shot. She got fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 23, Rachel Beaslaw.
End of 3. It is Midview up on Illyria girls basketball, 45-28, and a final in girls hoops. Avon knocks off Amherst, 54-33.
Riley Marlowe's first free throw attempt up and good. And she'll shoot another. Marlowe toes the line, left-hander, puts the next one up, off front iron, rebounded by Bohannon. And North Ridgeville gets the basketball back. Balderas, she's trying to create a little separation to pop one of those three-pointers. Good job defensively by Avon Lake. Balderas gets the ball back, top of the key. Good screen set there. Balderas will shoot the 3. It's too strong, no good. Bohannon comes down with the rebound. She goes up with the layup and puts it back. So Lauren Bohannon, 4 fourth-quarter points, and with 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, it is a 69-41 Avon Lake lead. Avon Lake going to get called for a travel, so the ball will go back to North Ridgeville.
Going to see some new personnel, I think, for the Lady Rangers here over the next couple of timeouts as Balderas grabs a seat.
Yeah, the name I was most afraid of on that roster. Here comes Paige Piccolomini. She comes in to replace Balderas.
As long as you're willing to admit that.
Correct. Bohannon gets into the lane. Nice turnaround floater is no good. Rebounded, though, by Ridgeville, and we're going to get a foul call. There were a lot of hands reaching in there. And so they're going to get one of the Shore Gals for a foul. I believe it's Corey that they're going to get, and North Ridgeville will inbound the ball.
And against my better judgment, I'm going to give you credit there because you broke it down the right way. That was the thing. You know, if you would have just tried to attack that all in one breath, I don't know if you would have gotten it.
Well, I appreciate you for appreciating my dedication to the craft here. They give the ball to Piccolomini, who goes up for a layup. It gets blocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with North Ridgeville. Now the officials, with 3:42, are going to discuss something. Oh, they are going to call a foul, and they're going to get Corey again, so it's going to be Piccolomini that goes to the free throw line. Paige Piccolomini toes the line. First free throw attempt is up and good. That gets her in the scoring column. Makes it 69-42. 3:42 to go in this game. Piccolomini, her second free throw attempt, is up, rolls around the rim, no good. Rebounded by North Ridgeville. We're going to get another foul. And we're going to get a...
That's creating space, I think, Ridgeville over there. So the foul's going to go against them.
Yeah, so they're going to get Yam Scott for a foul. And that'll give the ball back to Avon Lake. 3:35 to go in this one. Avon Lake just looking to close out a dominant game, but they're going to turn the ball right back over. Maddie Kuhn has it. She'll bring it across the timeline, and she is speeding down the court. She runs into traffic, gets stripped of the ball, but then she picks it up. Now she turns it over. Avon Lake has the basketball, trying to get it into the lane. They do, as this is going to be a layup that's up and true for Mariella Tutulio. That gives her 7 on the game. That makes it 71-42. Kuhn across the timeline, dribbles left side, gets it to Piccolomini, back to Kuhn in the left corner. She'll bring it back up to the top. Gets a screen from Yam Scott, couldn't use it, gives it back to Piccolomini. She also gets a screen from Scott, and then she gets it into the right corner. North Ridgeville looking for a shot here. Maddie Kuhn has it, top of the line, top of the arc. She'll fire a three-pointer, no good. Ball's on the ground. We're going to get another jump ball, and this is going to stay with North Ridgeville. So again, the effort really for both sides. They're all the way through, even though it's not a very close game. It's a 29-point lead right now for Avon Lake. 2:35 to go. North Ridgeville inbounding it under their own basket. They'll get it into Piccolomini, who's got it left side. It's a screen from Scott, gives it back to Kuhn. Kuhn trying to get it inside. She does. Little left-handed floater there is no good. Rebounded by Avon Lake. It was Marlowe that did well to get some space there for North Ridgeville. She missed the shot, but then Yam Scott turns it over. Scott goes up for a shot. It gets blocked. Now the ball's on the ground. North Ridgeville recovers it. They're trying to get it outside, and it's stolen by Corey. Corey's got it, and she's bringing it down the court for Avon Lake. Now she'll just stop and get it back towards the top of the key with 2 minutes to go in this game. Avon Lake going to fire a three-point attempt that's no good. Rebounded by North Ridgeville, and then we're going to get a foul against Corey, and I believe North Ridgeville's in the bonus.
Yep, they are.
I thought they were. Yeah, they are.
So free throws, the remaining 155, if Avon Lake is so inclined to send them to the line.
Hopefully not. But we should see. Paige Piccolomini back to the line for another set of free throw attempts. Her first one is up and no good off the right rim. And so the score remains 71-42.
Want to pass along a Cavaliers halftime score as they are trailing the Minnesota Timberwolves 65-63 at the intermission. That game not available on your local TV or your local cable. That's an Amazon game, and we caught up with the voice of the Cavaliers this morning on the wrap-up show, Tim Alcorn, so Tim's busy over there at the half.
Piccolomini hit her second free throw, made it 71-43. We're down under 2 minutes, minute 45 to go in this ball game. Avon Lake cruising to a victory as they just pass the ball around. They get some shots again. Several players for Avon Lake now. We saw them play in the JV game right before this. Now they're getting some run here as a shot attempt is up and no good. Corey gets a rebound. She goes up with it. No good. She goes up again. Probably got fouled about 3 or 4 times there, but can't blame the refs for not calling a lot of fouls at this point in the game, and she makes a layup. So a strong move there by Riley Corey to get that basket. Ridgeville with the basketball. Counting down to a minute to go in this game as they now swing it around. With Ridgeville looking for a good shot. They're not going to find it. Riley Corey comes away with a steal. Corey gets it ahead. Clock under a minute. 73-43. It's a 30-point lead for Avon Lake as they are just passing it around, content to kill some time here. They weave through this offense. They're going to get the ball inside. That's going to be a shot that's up and no good for Avon Lake. Ridgeville comes down with the rebound, 30 seconds on the clock. Getting all the way into the lane, but then kind of tripping and falling, and the ball goes out of bounds for North Ridgeville was Lily Driscoll. And so 29 seconds to go, Avon Lake gets the ball back. So Avon Lake will go to 8-4 on the season. North Ridgeville will fall to 9-4, as this will be a 2-game losing streak for the Rangers. As we're going to get a near steal here, as this clock gets ticking down. And then again, Piccolomini out here playing some pretty good defense, knocking the ball away. She'll hit this one out of bounds with 9 seconds to go. It'll stay with Avon Lake.
Yeah, it's a situation of Paul Apples trying to explain to his kids, hey, let's just back this one out. We don't need to do it. And you can't tell the Lady Rangers to not play D, though.
That's exactly right. Avon Lake inbounds it. And again, clock now at 5 seconds, so they can just dribble this one out, and that's exactly what they will do. Avon Lake with a convincing victory here at North Ridgeville. Final score, Avon Lake 73, North Ridgeville 43. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the post-game show right here on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And welcome back in to the post-game show here, where the Avon Lake Shore Gals get a huge and convincing victory over the North Ridgeville Rangers, 73-43. We saw them explode offensively, explode defensively, and everywhere in between. Just an outstanding effort for Avon Lake, and that's about as impressive as it gets, Jared Gozar.
No doubt. When you look at top to bottom, especially riding that three-game losing streak, they had it in their head that this was going to stop today, and they put an end to it in a convincing fashion against a quality opponent. Ridgeville is, they might have struggled here at times today, but overall, I think you don't win 9 by accident, and certainly I don't think that's lost on Avon Lake. So maybe some aggression was taken out today over the past couple of weeks in terms of, I'll bet you Paul Apple has not endured a 3-game losing streak in his tenure. I mean, maybe we can catch up and talk to him about that. Well, probably not something you want to discuss, but I don't think he has, really. I mean, when you think about the success he's had over the 4 years that he's been here, they've been impressive. I couldn't see a situation where that's happened.
Yeah, and, again, they're just overwhelming. And the thing about a team like Avon Lake, and again, these are two teams that are both really well coached. Amy Esther on the Ridgeville side, Paul Apple over on the Avon Lake side. But the thing that stands out after watching this game is when Avon Lake is playing their best brand of basketball, when Avon Lake is playing the brand of basketball that got them so deep into the postseason last year, what they do is they're just unrelenting. You cannot take a breath if you are their opponent. We saw it several times with North Ridgeville in this one, where there was that period, I think it was the third quarter, where North Ridgeville was down. They were playing offense. They were trying to get good looks. And, man, one miss or one turnover, and there's somebody standing under the basket for Avon Lake, and Avon Lake finds them, easy basket. And just like that, they go on a 6-0 run, an 8-0 run like it was absolutely nothing. You can't lose any sort of focus, because they just always seem to know where to have people, right place, right time, to get themselves easy looks.
Agreed, and I don't know if Amy Esser would share those same sentiments with us, but she and her ball club did not play poorly in that third quarter. Just Avon Lake is right where they need to be every time you are not, if you're the opposition, and they put that on display here this afternoon in, again, rather convincing fashion.
Yeah, they sure did. On the other side of things, again, good effort for North Ridgeville. They played really tough. You had the unfortunate injury situation with Brooke Schroeder. It was good to see her come back. It wasn't obviously a serious injury, but just to lose her for any amount of time is difficult, and she's the primary playmaker. Lauren Bohannon kind of left it all out on the court out there. She was all over the place, diving, running, playing defense, playing offense. Really struggled to get her offense going in the first half. She did a much better job of that in the second half, including just getting the line and making her free throws. But again, there just weren't enough answers, and I think it was really that first half, Jared. The story of this game for North Ridgeville, they went in with a massive halftime deficit because in the first half, when they had open looks, when they had easy looks, they just struggled to convert them.
Certainly, and once you're able to build on that, a 20-point lead in the intermission, that really makes things a little bit different, a little bit easier, more deliberate, I think, if you're Avon Lake in terms of what you want to do to control the pace of the game in the second half. And for Ridgeville, the narrative changes in terms of we've got to battle, we've got to do some things that maybe aren't comfortable for us, and I think that was on display a little bit. But I think both teams find a way to get better from this. I know that sounds cliche, but I think that it's true.
All right, well, I got some individual stats here while you continue to work on the team stats. Let's first talk about the scoring, and we'll go to the team scoring. We were 25-12 after the first quarter. Avon Lake up 41-21 at the half, 62-36 after 3, and 73-43 at the end of the game. The two biggest quarters for Avon Lake, the first where they put up 25 and the third where they put up 21. That's where they really put separation between them and North Ridgeville. On the Avon Lake side of things, they were paced by Olivia Miller, who I will tell you, she led them in scoring, and she very clearly looked like the best player out on the court this entire game. She just looked like kind of a step above everybody else out there. Olivia Miller with a fantastic basketball game. 18 points for Miller. How about Frankie Persia? When the coaching staff for Avon Lake sent me the starters, they sent me 4 starters, and there was one missing because they had to decide who was going to jump in. That person that jumped in was Frankie Persia. She was the one that I found out about today. She hit 5 3-pointers in this game, 15 points for Persia. She was lights out shooting the basketball. Erin Dean off the bench was awesome in this game. She scored 12. And then we had Riley Corey, who did all her scoring both in the second and the fourth quarter. She had 9. She averages 6, so a good night there for Corey. Molly Milligan had 8 points in this one. And then we had Mariella DiTullio with 7 and Evelyn Ritt with 4. That's how Avon Lake's scoring went. On the other side of things, it was Lauren Bohannon who led the way for North Ridgeville. She had 13 points, many of those coming from the free throw line, as she was able to get to the stripe several times in this one. So Bohannon led the way with 13 points. Brooke Schroeder had 10. She did not score in the fourth quarter, but she didn't play much of it either. But she had 10 in this one. 9 points for Reina Balderas, who, man, they were desperately trying to get her going from beyond the arc, and Avon Lake just did a great job of defending her. And then elsewhere on the scoring column, you had 4 points for Adri Spires, 2 points for Mary Strippy, 2 points for Yam Scott, 2 points for Paige Piccolamini, and then rounding things out was Riley Marlowe, who had a free throw in that last stanza for 1 point. That's the individual scoring stats. What about the team side, Jared?
Team side for Ridgeville, again, they're going to see that mark drop to 9-4 on the campaign. They were 12 of 50 from the field, just about 25% on the afternoon. 14 of 22 at the line. That number improved in the second half of play. 21 rebounds, 12 turnovers throughout the contest for the Lady Rangers. For Avon Lake, again, getting back in the win column, 8-4 now on the campaign. 29 of 47 from the field, so 62%. They did well all afternoon from three-point range. It was bound to go down from where it was in that first half when they hit 6 of 7, but the Shore Gals did well in terms of their work beyond the arc this afternoon. 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. 25 rebounds, 11 turnovers tell the tale of their statistical breakdown in this ball game here this afternoon at North Ridgeville. Final scores in girls basketball that we have for you right now. Again, it was Berea Mid-Park over Olmsted Falls last night, 46-45. That's SWC play. Avon took apart Amherst 54-33 earlier this afternoon, and Midview all over Elyria 64-38. One other score to pass along a final in the Lorain County League. They're a little bit ahead of the other matchups going on in that league right now. It was Columbia downing Wellington 47-20.
So those are scores. Again, we gave you one also from just from local sports. The Cavaliers and the Timberwolves playing a matinee. That game was looking like it was going to get out of hand for the Cavaliers, so they did well to come back in that one, and they are down 2 at half.
Yep.
So we'll check out that one. You can always tune in to our buddy Tim Alcorn, listen to him call the game. On the other side of things, a busy week coming up for us, as they all are. I will see you, Jared, Tuesday, as we've got a big matchup, Avon Lake boys basketball,
right.
So we'll be on the call for that one. But what else we got going this week? Do you remember off the top of your head?
We got girls hoops Wednesday. Boy, I don't remember where we're at Friday night. We're back out at Avon for Avon and Elyria. Looking forward to that. And then the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports wrap-up show once again on Saturday morning, followed by girls hoops on Saturday afternoon. So what you really want to do is take a look at the WEOL.com website. Rocco Nushi updates that each and every Monday when he gets back into work over what's going on over the weekend. He keeps you up to date on scores, conference standings, and where we'll be, which are all pretty important details this time of season.
Well, Jared Kozar, Dave Rydell, it's been fun hanging out with you this Saturday afternoon. I just don't want to do it anymore, so we're going to get out of here from North Ridgeville Schools. Last order of business is for us to just give our thank yous out first. Big thank you to the good folks here at North Ridgeville Schools for having us in the hospitality. Coach Amy Esser and the whole crew, they do a great job here, and we appreciate them having us, letting us call the game here. Big time shout out to our sponsors of our cage matchup today, our matinee matchup. Nick Abraham Buick GMC and Nick Abraham Elyria Ford at Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria. Lorain County Community College, real education for good jobs. The Lorain Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. And Eco Tree Services, your complete tree care company. As always, our last thank you and our biggest thank you goes out to all of you, whether you watched us on the YouTube channel or whether you listened to us on the all-new WEOL.com or the WEOL mobile app. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for supporting us every step of the way. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, a final score here, Avon Lake 73, North Ridgeville 43. That's going to do it for us. For Jared Kozar, for Dave Rydell, Michael Keefe, we'll talk to you after the next